Alright, regulator pressure.
Regulator pressure, we're good. It won't go up until we get more power.
Okay.
Alright, let's get taxi clearance.
Wind from 140 degrees, 15 knots.
And Cancun ground, Twin Commander 681 Tango Charlie is with you. We're on the ramp in front of the FBO, ready for taxi. Get ready to clear. Sorry, ready to pick up IFR to Veracruz.
This trip was from Cancun, and it gets hot there during the day. We're about 100 degrees on the ground, and we had got a great AC that'll cool down the plane, but it takes the engines being at high power to really stay on. So this just kind of shows you what you have to go through sometimes, especially in these tropical destinations. If you don't leave super early in the morning, or if you don't leave at night, night presents its own challenges, because a lot of times in Central America or Mexico, they don't want you flying a single pilot at night. Now, we had 2 pilots on this trip, so that would have been absolutely fine. But, you know, it's definitely a decision to be made whenever you've got things like AC causing a problem. In the States, leaving at 6 a.m. from an airport is usually not a problem. And this is a 24-hour operation center, but you've got fees to pay for people to come in at 6. So we actually left at 8 a.m. We had breakfast, but it was waiting on the fuel truck that took a lot of extra time. Additionally, something else to note about flying down in Mexico, Cancun's the exception, but if you use ForeFlight, you're not going to get all the airport details like you do in the States, where you got all these maps and resources. Now, if you use the Jeppesen charts for Central America or for North America, or if you're lucky enough to have Jeppesen charts, they have the details, and that's what you would use down in Central America. ForeFlight does have some information, like the runway lengths and the runway diagrams, but on our Garmin panel, for example, we didn't really have a taxi diagram like you would in the States. So just keep in mind that a lot of the tools that you're used to getting in the States are not available. And it created some confusion whenever we first taxied out. I should have briefed. I'm so used to just getting in and looking at the PFD for taxi information, because we have Safe Taxi in the States, that, you know, I completely goofed on that. I briefed the weather, I briefed everything else, but I didn't brief the airport and the taxi information. And Cancun is not the most complicated, but it is somewhat complex. There is multiple languages going on, and they have a lot of different taxiways, a lot of different holding points, and a very specific numbering system. So whenever you park, you're given a number and a letter, like D1 or D2 or A1 or A2, and you know, it's very specific instructions. So just be prepared for that. Again, most places in Mexico outside of this, and Mexico City and big vacation destinations, are one runway, so there's not much to it. It's mostly like small field flying, but sometimes in these bigger fields, those are all factors. And then your decision making, whenever, you know, you've got female passengers on board and they're complaining about being hot, just gives you more of that get there-itis. But you really have to make sure you're not making mistakes. I made several this day, just FYI. Luckily, Carlos was there. Luckily, none of them were major mistakes. But for example, whenever I called ground to pick up instructions, I actually asked for taxi instructions first, because I was so ready to get out of there. Hadn't even got our IFR clearance to depart. There was a small overcast layer. It was mostly broken, but on our route of flight, there was some small overcast that we were going to have to deal with. So we needed to depart IFR. But just little things like that. And then reading back numbers, I got a frequency wrong and a couple of other things. So just be prepared that, if you're hot on the ground or if your AC systems aren't working the best on the ground, focus on the job at hand, even though it's difficult, because you will get in a hurry, you will get in a rush. So I'm going to let you guys enjoy the rest of the flight. And thanks for checking out Journey Blast. Cheers.
Tango Charlie, now you continue as number 1, Delta Charlie, Charlie 9.
Alright, number 1, Delta Charlie, Charlie 9 for 681 Tango Charlie.
Viva 313, posterior al Spirit, continúe Delta Charlie, Bravo 8 a la 15.
Posterior Spirit, Delta Charlie, Bravo 8 a la 15, ya 3 a 3.
Ready to taxi?
Ready to taxi, 248.
2248, number 1 to right, taxi via Bravo.
Alright, you're turning here.
Holding point, set Charlie 9.
Delta Charlie. So Delta Charlie, Charlie 9.
Terrestre de Cancún, buen día Volaris 3553 en Delta, posición número 25.
Buen día Volaris 3553 red vía Delta Bravo a la posición 25, quedando libre ahora por compañía.
Recibido rodaje vía Delta Bravo, posición 25, Volaris 3553, buen día.
November 681 Tango Charlie, to expedite your departure, are you able to take off from any intersection?
Affirmative, we can expedite from, looks like Charlie 5 if you want.
Okay, Charlie 5 approved, take Charlie 5, hold short of runway contact tower 118.6.
118.3 and hold short of Charlie 5, 1 Tango Charlie.
118.6.
118.6 for 1 Tango Charlie.
American 1469 after B.
Sure, we're gonna have.
Alright, load our departure frequency in, please.
He never told us one.
Well, it's alright, they'll give us one in the air.
Yeah. I was gonna ask that. He never told us our departure frequency.
Nah, that's fine. And Tower 681 Tango Charlie, we're pulling into Charlie 5, we're ready for departure.
November 681 Tango Charlie, line up and wait, 1 to right, Charlie 5 intersection. Are you able to make visual send to the airway right?
Visual to the airway right, affirmative for 1 Tango Charlie.
Thank you. November 681 Tango Charlie, runway 12 right, Charlie 5 intersection, clear for takeoff. Continue right, visual to the airway. When airborne, departure, contact 123.5.
Alright, right on departure, and what was that departure frequency one more time?
123.5.
Departure frequency 123.5, and right turn on departure for 681 Tango Charlie, thanks.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, we have 5,000 feet of runway.
Oh yeah, we got plenty.
Engine gauges are in the green. Airspeed's alive. Center line. 75. 80. 90. 95.
Positive brake, tap the brakes, gear up, engines in the green, stable.
Engine gauges are in the green. You said turn right and join the Victor Airway, right?
Yep.
So that would be direct LIDEC. So
Go ahead and do direct LIDEC. it'd be D187G.
That's the departure.
Yeah.
He said join the airway.
Okay, what's the airway? Okay, then put in the airway.
November 681 Tango Charlie, contact departure 123.5.
123.5, 681 Tango Charlie, see ya.
I want to sleep, but I want to be calm. Yeah. I didn't need it. I really could have done it without it, but...
Alright, you got the comms.
Watch the right engine.
For what? I got it. That's fine. You got the comms.
Departure 681 Tango Charlie direct to Lideck.
6181 Tango Charlie, radar contact, maintain 3,000 feet.
3001 Tango Charlie.
Remember, dude, whenever you're doing these busy departures, it's all about what's critical. Engines sound good, everything else looks good.
It will get cold, it just takes forever. Or a few minutes.
And that's a lot longer than it normally takes, Shelby, just FYI.
There it is. Okay.
There's our resorts. You guys good?
November 681 Tango Charlie, climb to 16,000.
16,000. Good.
16,000 1 Tango Charlie. Go over the checklist, alright?
Yep, go for it.
Power level scheduled power. Positive rate gear up, wing flaps up. Climb over 130, 130 knots. Cabin pressurization switch pressurized. Taxi landing light off. Pressurization check. Ignition as needed. Ice as needed. Engine instruments monitor.
Cancun, muy buen día, Bianca 268, dejando libre 200 para 160 Sigma 2 Hotel. Bianca 268 en contacto radar, descienda vía 3000 pies, altímetro 2995 y espere ILCS 20, pista 12 izquierda. 3000 pies vía Sigma 2 Hotel 2995 y X-Ray 12 izquierda, Bianca 268. Departure American 2248, passing 3.8 for 290. 2248, contact on 124.2. Okay, tower had us come to 23.5.
departure strength 1281, 1700, climbing 4000.
1281, contact 124.2.